on the YouTube. I welcome everybody on the Facebook also. We are back on the YouTube. So I welcome Meena Saini Mataji, Nagina Manchanda, Preeti Dharpur, and many more who are joining here. Anuj Julka, Poonam Tiwari, many more are joining on the Facebook. So let's start the session. So आज का सेशन पंजाबी में होगा. जो थर्सडे क्लास है वो पंजाबी जो है. So मेरे नाल तुसी बने रहो और पंजाबी दी क्लास है and it's going to be a beautiful class on my best friend. ਸਾਡਾ ਮਿੱਤਰ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ? ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਮਿੱਤਰ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ? ਸਾਡਾ ਬੈਸਟ ਫਰੈਂਡ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ? ਸੋ ਸਾਡਾ ਬੈਸਟ ਫਰੈਂਡ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੁਝ ਲਾਈਨਾਂ ਆ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਜੋ ਮੈਂ ਪੜਾਂਗੀ ਔਰ ਭਗਵਦ ਗੀਤਾ ਚ ਭਗਵਾਨ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਕੌਣ ਆ? ਸੁਹਿਰਦਮ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਸਰਵ ਭੂਤਾ ਨਾਮ. He says ਭੋਗਤਾ ਰਾਮ ਯਕ ਤਪਸਾਮ ਸਰਵ ਲੋਕਾ ਮਹੇਸ਼ਵਰਮ. ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕ ਦਾ ਮਹੇਸ਼ਵਰ ਆ ਔਰ ਸੁਹਿਰਦਮ ਸਰਵ ਭੂਤਾ ਨਾਮ. ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਸੁਹਿਰਦਮ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲਾ. ਸੋ ਸੁਹਿਰਦਮ Sarvabhutanam gyatva mam shantim aprachati. So he says, I am the main benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities. So Bhagwan कहते हैं मैं सारे जीवां दा जड़ा well-wisher आ. हर जीव दे वास्ते मैं अच्छा ही मंगना. तो ਅਸੀਂ क्यों भगवान ਨੂੰ दोष देने हैं? Because he is our best friend. Then also we say नहीं, भगवान ने अच्छा नहीं किया. He did not do good with me. और मैंने ये दुख आ गया, मैंने वो दुख आ गया because he did not do good to me. So we think that he did not do good to me. We forget that we are the ones who are suffering because of our own karmas. So it is कि असी जड़े हम it is आज पंजाबी दी class है and somebody is asking, Akhila Shri Kumar says, as sometimes you explain in English as well as everyone can understand. Yes, I do the same. मैं पंजाबी च भी बोलनी और नाल English हिंदी दोनों दे विच बोलनी है. So it is for everybody to understand. तो भगवान कहते हैं कि I am your best friend. So how do we understand he is our best friend? वो साढ़े वास्ते चंगा किंज कर दें. How he is doing good to us. So he says in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarvabhutanam, Suhridam Sarvabhutanam. पहले कहते हैं मैं सारे दा महेश्वर I am the controller of everybody. मैं सब दा महेश्वर I am the Maheshwar, Ishwar, controller. So I am the prime controller, supreme controller. And then he says, I am doing good to everybody. I never do injustice to anybody. I always do good to others. आज दा जड़ा एक ग्रंथ साहब च quote में लेता है. So I have taken a quote from the ग्रंथ साहब also, where he says, हरि लब्दो मित्र सुमितो. कहंदन कि हरि जड़ा मैनू कौन मिल गया? ओ हरि, ओ भगवान मिल गए. कौन है नो? मित्र सुमितो. ओ मेरा मित्र है. सुमित्र दे रूप विच प्राप्त हो गए. भगवान जब मिल गए, I have got him in the form of my best friend. So when we take Krishna in the form of our being he being our best friend, that is the ultimate, because you have accepted Krishna as your best friend. Hari labdo mitra sumito. Hari tadi milden, ऐसी रूप विच प्राप्त होंदन as a sumitra, as the best friend. So तुसी चाहते हो कि हरि तुहाडे मित्र रहन, तो हरि तुहाडे मित्र बनदन जदों he is actually working as the best friend for you. विदारण कदे न चितो. कहंदे विदारण कदे न चितो. किसी दा चित जिहड़ा है कदी नहीं तोड़दे. He does not break hearts. He never break hearts. So it says here, the Gurbani is saying, he never breaks heart. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Bhutanam, Suhirdam Sarva Bhutanam. I love everybody. I am the best friend for everybody. I am their friend. Not only friend, I am your best friend. So here he says, Vidaran kade na chito. He never leaves your heart. He never breaks your heart. Jaka asthal tol amito. कहंदे जिदा स्थान अतुलनीय है, वो तोलिया ही नहीं जा सकता. उन्हां दा स्थान जिहड़ा है कोई नहीं ले सकता. वो स्थान जिहड़ा अमूल्य है. वो कोई भी nobody can replace him. He cannot be replaced by anything. He is actually the topmost. So he is a Jaka sthal tol amito. He's actually invaluable. His friendship is invaluable. So जो भगवान दे नाल friendship कर देन, रख देन, सोच देन, they think that he is the sumito, he is the best friend. They will never be actually, उन्हां नू कदी भी धोखा नहीं मिलेगा. भगवान कदी भी धोखा नहीं देंगे. They will always actually, when they are loving Krishna, Krishna will be loving them. If they don't surrender to Krishna, Krishna does not love them. He is there as being the best friend for everybody, but he actually reciprocates to those who are surrendered to him. He reciprocates to them as their surrender. So it says here, Jaka asthal tol amito, soi nanak sukh sakha jiye sang kito. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਮੇਰੇ ਦਿਲ, ਉਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਦਿਲ ਦਾ ਦੋਸਤ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਹੈ, ਮੈਂ ਉਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਪਰਮ ਮਿੱਤਰ ਮੰਨਿਆ ਹੈ, ਹੋਰ ਕੋਈ ਮੇਰਾ ਮਿੱਤਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਪਰਮ ਮਿੱਤਰ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਹੈ। ਉਹ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ? ਸੋਈ ਨਾਨਕ ਸਖਾ ਜੀਏ ਸੰਗ ਜਿਤੋ, ਹਰੀ ਲਬਦੋ ਮਿੱਤਰ ਸੋ ਮਿਤੋ। ਹਰੀ ਜਣਨ ਉਹ ਕਿੰਜ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ? when you take him as your best friend, when you accept him as your best friend. So when you accept him as your best friend, he acts as your best friend. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji says here, soi nanak sakha je sang kito apjans mitat sat putra hai। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਅਪਯਸ਼ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਮਿਟ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਘਰ ਸੁਪੁੱਤਰ ਆਉਂਦਾ। It says here, ਜਦੋਂ ਪੀੜੀ ਦਰ in your life, in our life, what happens in our actually क्या है साढ़े जीवन दे विच, when we get good, actually good progeny, you get good children, then it says that your kul is actually got a, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੁਲ ਦਾ ਯਸ਼ ਵੱਧਦਾ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੁਲ ਦੀ ਗਲੋਰੀਜ਼ ਵੱਧਦੀਆਂ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੁਲ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਰੋਸ਼ਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ। ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਮ ਰੋਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਆਏ, ਤੇ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਪਜੰਸ ਮਿਟਤ, ਅਪਯਸ਼ ਮਿਟ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਅਪਯਸ਼ ਮਿਟ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਅੱਛੀ ਸੰਤਾਨ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ। when you get a good child, then your family background, it's glorified, your generations, your ancestors are glorified. So it depends all on the progeny. If you have good children, you will be glorified in the world. If you don't have good children, you will not be glorified in the world. People will know you through your children. When you grow old, people will know you through your children. So it says here, apjas mitat satputra, simrat tabe hriday gur mantrana. So ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਤਬੈ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਗੁਰ ਮੰਤਰਨਾ। ਸੇ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ? ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਮੰਤਰ, ਉਹ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਦੇ ਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜਪ ਹੈ, ਭਗਵਾਨ ਦੇ ਹਰੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜਪ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਜਪਣਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੁਖ ਉਪਜਦਾ। You get lot of happiness, you remove all your distress, you remove all your suffering when you chant the holy name of Hari. Na simrat tabe hriday gur mantrana. So ਹਿਰਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਜਪਣਾ ਹੈ? ਉਹ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਹਰੀ ਦਾ ਮੰਤਰ, ਉਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਮੰਤਰ, not one which you have picked up yourself. You cannot decide for yourself. It's only the Guru who gives you the mantra that is going to be effective. And that also to a bona fide Guru. A Guru who is bona fide, who is pramanik. So pramanik Guru de dwara ditta hoya mantra jehda hai, that is going to change our life. That is going to actually help us in our journey ahead. The journey ahead which we are going to accomplish. Sari jehdi journey hai, oh jehdi journey ch assi age ha, that journey which are actually we are undertaking, that journey we need the mantra from the Guru, and from a bona fide Guru, not from anybody. So it is very very important for us, ਸਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ important ਹੈ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੰਤਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਜਪਣ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਸੁਖ ਆਏਗਾ। ਪ੍ਰੀਤਮ ਭਗਵਾਨ ਅਚੁੱਤ। तो प्रियतम, he is the most dear, he is the most lovable. Who? Hari. So Karen, Hari is most lovable. Hari is the one who is very lovable. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji says here that that achyut pritam prabhu da ਨਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਸਾਗਰ ਤੋਂ ਪਾਰ ਉਤਾਰਨ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੈ। ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ achyut, he is infallible. Krishna is infallible. God is infallible. He is without any mistakes. He can never fall down. So he is infallible, and he is the most dear, priyatam. That's why he is the most dear. So it says here, pritam bhagavan achut nanak sansar sagar tarana. That Krishna, that Hari, he is going to help us to go across this ocean of nations. ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਭਵ ਸਾਗਰ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਰ ਉਤਾਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ? Hari. That Hari will take us across the bhav sagar. So Guru Nanak says here that he is the Achyut Pritam. Then he says, Nanak Sansar Sagar Tarana Maranam Bisranam Govinde. Maranam Bisrana Govinde. So he says, जो भगवान ਨੂੰ ਭੁੱਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸਮਝੋ ਜੀਵਤ ਹੀ ਮਰ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। Those who have forgotten to chant the holy name while being alive, they die. When they are alive only, they are like dead. Maranam Bisranam Govinde. They die when they visimrit Govind. Visimrit is when they forget Govind. So when they forget to chant the holy name of Govind, it's like they are dead. They are not alive anymore. So this is beautiful line. Mannam Bisranam Govinde, Jeevanam Harinam Tyavade. Jeevanam Harinam Tyavane. So they are only alive, those who are chanting the Hari's name. Only they are alive. Consider them to be alive. ਉਹੀ ਜੀਵਤਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹਰੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਜਪ ਰਹੇ ਜੋ ਭਗਵਾਨ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਜਪਦੇ ਨੇ ਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਜਪਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹੀ ਜੀਵਤ ਹਨ rest it says they are dead ਤੇ ਹਰੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਜਪਦੇ ਨੇ ਚਾਹੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਰੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਾਰ ਉਤਾਰਨ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੈ ਸੋ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਕਾਸਟ ਕ੍ਰੀਡ ਰਿਲੀਜਨ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੱਖਦੇ just chant the holy name. Srila Prabhupada did this. He gave everybody the name of Krishna. Irrespective of whatever caste, creed, religion, किसी भी ऐसा man made ਧਰਮਾਜ਼ਨ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਜਨਮ ਲਈਏ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਦੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਨੇ 'ਚ ਜਨਮ ਲਈਏ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਹੋਈਏ we just have to chant the name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So when we chant this name, then what happens? You will get that says Jeevanam Harinam Tyavana. So they are Jeevit. They are alive. They are very much in bliss, those who chant the holy name of Hari. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji says this, Labnam Sad Sangena. Or ki labna hai, sansar chayan, what should one actually desire for? One what should find, look for? Tanu ki labna hai, what you should be looking for? You should be looking for sad sang. And then sadhu da sang. ਉਹ devotees ਦਾ ਸੰਗ ਜੋ ਹਰੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਜਪਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸੰਗ ਲੱਭਣਾ ਹੈ be in the association of those devotees. So when you're in the association of devotees, you will never forget Krishna. Labnam ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗੇਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਹਰਿ ਪੂਰਬ ਲਿਖੜਿਆ ਸੋ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹਰੀ ਹਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੰਤਰ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪੂਰਬ ਲਿਖਿਆ he is given this to everybody but it is up to us who will recover it, reconnect with Krishna. He's given it to everybody. He's distributed it freely. He's given to everybody. Bhagwan da naam saaryan de andar hai supt roop vich. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kehte hain it's in the sleeping form. It's in everybody's heart, but it's sleeping. So why we say that? Un jagana penda hai. You have to make it alive. You have to actually awaken it. So how do you awaken the holy name? You awaken the holy name when you sit among the devotees. So ki labna hai. What have you to find? You have to find the sadhu sang, the association of devotees, where you can chant the holy name. So labdam sad sangena nanak haripurab likhadya dasan bihun biyongam mantram garudi nivaram. So Karen ki mantram just ginger Karen ਗਾਰੂੜੀ ਮੰਤਰ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਰਪ ਦਾ ਵਿਸ਼ ਨਿਵਾਰਣ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਵਿਸ਼ ਚੜ ਜਾਏ ਤੇ ਮੰਤਰ ਉਚਾਰਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਜ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੀ ਪਾਵਰ ਘਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ you can remove the poison from the blood by chanting mantras. This is in the shastras. There were mantras which were chanted when such things happen, such calamities happen. There were different mantras, like when there was no rain, there was a raga, a mantra. When you do that mantra, there used to be rain. But provided you are purified, you are very perfect, you are purified. So when you chant such mantras, this thing can happen. So likewise, Garudi mantra was chanted when somebody had actually poison in their blood. So it says here, Guru Nanak Dev Ji rightly says here, Dasan bihun bhyongam mantram Garudi nivaram. So when like wish jado chad janda si te Garudi mantra keh ke तो उस विष ਨੂੰ ਸਰਪ ਦੇ ਵਿਸ਼ ਨੂੰ ਉਤਾਰਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਦੰਤ ਵਿਹੀਨ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਂਝ ਹੀ ਉੱਤਮ ਭਾਗੇ ਵਾਲੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵਿਅਕਤੀ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉੱਤਮ ਭਾਗੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਿਆਦੀ ਉਪਾਣਮ ਸੰਤਮ ਨਾਨਕ ਲਬਤ ਕਰਮਣਾ ਸੋ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੜੇ ਹੀ ਉੱਤਮ ਭਾਗ ਵਾਲੇ ਨੇ those who are very fortunate they actually get the association of sadhu sang, they get the association of pure devotees and then they break all the barriers. They break. What do they break? They get liberated while alive. They are liberated while alive. So this is what happens when you chant the holy name, you are liberated while you are alive itself. You don't have to die. तो मरना नहीं पेगा मुक्त होने वास्ते. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜੀਵਤ ਹੀ ਮੁਕਤ ਹੋ ਜਾਓਗੇ. ਸੋ ਜੀਵਤ ਹੀ ਮੁਕਤ ਹੋਣ ਦਾ ਅਰਥ ਹੀ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਰੋ, ਭਗਵਾਨ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ, ਹਰੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਜਪੋ. ਸੋ ਜੋ ਹਰੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਦੇ ਨੇ, ਜੋ ਹਰੇ ਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨ 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 ਹਰੇ ਹਰੇ, ਹਰੇ ਰਾਮ 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 ਹਰੇ ਹਰੇ, ਜੋ ਇਹ ਜਪਦੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜੀਵਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਕਿਹਾ ਗਿਆ ਸਰਵਸ਼੍ਰੇਸ਼ਟ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ. That is the most beautiful life they live, and they are liberated while they are alive. So this is what we have to actually understand. It says here, Jat Kath Ramanam Sarnam Sarbatra Jyane Tat Laganam Prem Nanak Prasadam Guru Darsana Chanar Vind Man Vidyam Siddhyam Sarab Kuslana Gatha Gavinta Nanak Pavyam Para Puran Purabada. So this is all written in Sanskrit. It says it's got Sanskrit in the Guru Granth Sahib. It says जहाँ जिथे भी वो जाओगे भगवान ही रमण कर दें. It's everywhere. It's the Supreme Lord. So Krishna says, I'm everywhere. Aham sarvasya prabho. Everything is coming from me. I'm the controller of everything. Sarvasya, he says, Aham sarvasya prabho mata sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mama buddhabhava samanavita. So he says, everything is coming from me. I'm the controller of everything. Everything is emanating from me. So those who understand this, they are very intelligent. So that means those who understand means those who are following this. It doesn't mean that you have understood and you're not doing anything. We may say, I've taken initiation from here, I'm taken initiation from there. But if you are not chanting, if you are not making any advancement, then there you have not done anything. Initiation is not everything in itself. Initiation is just the beginning. When we take initiation, we take a pledge, we take a vow that I am going to advance spiritually. I'm going to be more determined. I'm going to be, everything will have more. It's not just we have to listen. Sanu sirf apne kanna nu ras nahi dena. What we think is ki we have just to give, relish what we are listening. We want to relish that. It's good you want to relish it, but it is the best when you apply it. So just not relishing what you're listening, you have to apply this into your life. If you don't apply it into your life, then what are you doing here? Then why are we here? What are we listening for? We are listening because we want to apply this thing in our lives. Because we want our lives to change. We want to liberate ourselves. Other day I was talking to one of my a young girl I was talking to. And we were talking that there is a lot of suffering. There is a lot of suffering going on right now. People are suffering. There is actually, everywhere we see people are dying. Somewhere there is war going on, somewhere corona, somewhere other ailment. People are all actually suffering right now. But then what is happening? Do we want our coming generations to suffer more? Because this is Kali Yuga going on. So Kali Yuga means extreme Kali Yuga will come when we will have no chance to go back. If we come back again, ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਕਲਯੁਗ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਜਨਮ ਲਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੋਈ ਚਾਂਸ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਵਾਪਸ ਜਾਣ ਦਾ. ਅਸੀਂ ਭਗਵਤ ਧਾਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾ ਸਕਾਂਗੇ. ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਦੁੱਖ ਸਹਿਣੇ ਪੈਣਗੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਹੋਰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕੈਲੈਮਿਟੀਜ਼ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੀਆਂ. Like they say, there is going to be a heat wave in North India. There is going to be, it's a yellow alert, because this is bound to happen. Suffering has to come. There is lots and lots of more riots on them. There is a lot of killings going on. Everything is on the rise. Everything is on the rise. Or vadega. It's not going to decline. Gradually with time, it's going to increase. All the time, it's going to increase. What are we doing? We should be trying to go back to Godhead right now. We should actually train our coming generations that they should also make it back to Godhead. We should train our coming generations, we should train our children, grandchildren, that they should take the name of Krishna and they should go back to Godhead. If they die, everybody has to die. When they die, they should all go back to Godhead. This should be our prayer every day. That may I also go back to Godhead and may my coming generations go back to Godhead. And they may attain the Supreme Lord. So there will be no suffering then. They may not suffer. You don't want your children to suffer when you're gone. You don't want your grandchildren to suffer when you will be gone. So train them, because there is going to be rise in everything in Kali Yuga. कलयुग ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਰਾਈਜ਼ ਤੇ ਰਹੇਗਾ। ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਦੁੱਖ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਸਫਰਿੰਗ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਸਫਰਿੰਗ ਔਨ ਦਾ ਰਾਈਜ਼ ਰਹੇਗੀ। ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਸਫਰਿੰਗ ਘਟ ਜਾਏਗੀ, ਇਹ ਸਫਰਿੰਗ ਧੀਰੇ ਧੀਰੇ ਵਧੇਗੀ, ਇਹ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਵਧੇਗੀ। तो ਇਹਦਾ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਇਲਾਜ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਰੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਜਪੀਏ। We may understand Hari is the supreme Lord. We may chant the mantra, Hari labdo mitra sumito. Hari jane no mitran, sab to vade mitran. So why not chant his name? He will make it for us that we go back to Godhead. He is the one who will take care of our children to come. And if we train our children also, they will also go back to Godhead. So with that, I'm going to end the session, because in the evening we have another session on the Zoom. So those who are on the Facebook and YouTube, please share the lecture to the maximum. आपको इसको शेयर करना चाहिए ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा, कि लोग सुने और लोगों का हृदय परिवर्तन हो और लोग भी हरि का नाम ले सकें। तो आप भी हरि का नाम लीजिए, हरे कृष्णा महामंत्र को अपनाइए और इसे जपिए। जपने से घर में सुख और शांति आती है और आपके मन में भी सुख और शांति आती है। So please share the lecture, and those who are on the Facebook can join me on my YouTube channel Radhika Kripa. So please join me on the YouTube channel Radhika Kripa. Every day morning we have chanting session at 5 a.m. and also we have a peaceful activity school where in fun only we teach children all the shlokas and all the paintings and other activities about Krishna. You can see right behind me there is a picture of Radharani. That's a beautiful picture of Radharani, a student of our fun food activity school, Peace Food Fun Food Activity School. They have actually, a young child has made this painting and gifted it to me. So it's a very beautiful Radharani painting made by one of our children. So likewise, children are learning all this. So I would request you all, please enroll your kids into this. It's just once a week, every Saturday from 4 to 5 p.m. So please आप अपने बच्चों को हमारे साथ जोड़िए कि वो भी भक्ति सीख सकें, वो भी कृष्ण और राधा रानी के बारे में जान सकें. So I'm ending the session right now. Thank you everybody. Please chant the holy name and join me in the morning for chanting session at 5 a.m. from 5 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. on Radhika Kripa YouTube channel. Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Bhagavad Ki jai. God Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.